Hey travelers, you're watching Big Ol' Travels. On this channel we go on big ol' adventures. We have a big ol' adventure planned for today. We're going to the Kennedy Space Center. So we're going to go see some rockets, go learn about the history of space travel, go have some fun. We're going with our friend Michael Christie. So yeah, I'm going to go do that. The original plan was to go and see the Artemis 2 at the launch pad, but that is no longer there because of a helium leak, so it's back. It's back for repairs, so we won't be seeing that today, but that's okay. Hopefully it will be up and ready to launch as soon as they can safely. We obviously want them to do it safely. But yeah, I'm sure they'll have some like Artemis 2 merch at the gift shop, and we'll go look at that hopefully. I would like some. If you don't know, excuse me, Artemis 2 is the rocket that is going to the moon when we do eventually get ready to land on that again. It's exciting that we're going to do that again. So yeah, join me. Let's go to the Kennedy Space Center. Let's have some fun. Let's do this. We're here at the Space Center. We're gonna head in a second. I already got our tickets. We're here with Michael. Deuces.
All require us to take this effort to solve these mysteries, to solve them for the good of all men, and to become the world's leading spacefaring nation. And finally, the space effort itself, while still in its infancy, has already created a great number of new companies and tens of thousands of new jobs.
International Space Station. All the countries involved there. First thing we're doing is going on the bus tour. Getting on the bus now. Doing well.
Right here, Andrew.
All right.
Of Kennedy Space Center. Our journey will take us past active facilities, launch pads, and end at the visitor complexes.
Which now is in the VAB. They're going to roll it back out to the launch pad on the 20th and launch it on the 1st of next month. That will orbit the moon with 4 astronauts aboard the Orion capsule.
SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket. The Crew Dragon capsule can carry up to 7 astronauts.
We're at the gantry, which is the first stop of our best tour. Carrying the Giants. It's an information center over there. Gift shop over there. It's a full metal eagle. Looks like metal at least.
Are you ready to start climbing?
There's the top of it. There's that eagle we saw earlier. There's the top of it. There's the launch pads over there. This is the very top, the gantry in the building here. From the Crawler Transporter 2, and it's signed by all the engineers and people who worked on it. We're going into the gift shop. Is it locked? We're not going to the gift shop. Oh, we are going to the gift shop. I like this hat. 39, 40 bucks. Artemis pin. So there's an Artemis 2 pin. I think I'm gonna get it. There's a Snoopy pin too. Oh, that's $16.
Oh, there's icy pen.
Over here they have a Snoopy plush for $30. Got some cool hats. Yeah, so
I don't care if this isn't a cup from that has NASA on it. $45 is insane.
yeah. Does it say how much these are?
There's a little tag.
35. So I thought I was recording for a long time, but it was in slow motion mode, so I lost some footage. But we're in the Apollo building right now, looking at some of the stuff. But yeah. Oh, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The next presentation in balloon affairs will begin in 3 minutes. If you would like to join us, please proceed to the nose end of the Saturn V rocket. Thank you.
Alright, I'm about to touch a piece of the moon. They should have hand sanitizer right here. Because you know every kid in here touched it. Oh, you have hand sanitizer? Yeah. But yeah. We touched a piece of the moon. Oh, we can? Yeah.
Mike Collins aboard the command module Columbia. Throughout the crucial final checks, contact with the Eagle keeps dropping out. And Flight Director Gene Kranz inches closer to aborting the mission. With the vital computer links temporarily holding, the moment of decision is now.
Okay, all flight controllers, don't have open landing. Retro, go, 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 roll, go, Calcom, go, ESP, go, Econ, go, Surgeon, go, Capcom, we're go for landing. Eagle, you said you're go for landing, over. I understand, go for landing. 1, go. Down a half. Outside light.
A short time later, history is made again.
Good, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
For one incredible moment, we are one people with one history, watching our destiny unfold.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
moment shared by an entire world.
Dear men of the planet Earth, first set foot upon the earth. It came in peace for all mankind.
With these first steps, mankind stood on the highest ground, and we saw our planet as our home port in the endless ocean of space.
There was something which was surprising to me that occurred as I was standing on the surface. Just after we had landed, I'd gone down, standing on the surface and looking at planet Earth for the first time. Seeing the beauty, seeing the finiteness of it, the limits of it, and realizing what a shame it was that people were confronting each other on that planet without realizing what it was doing to the planet. It was a very emotional moment for me. I actually shed a couple of tears. Something totally unexpected for an engineer, fighter pilot, to be crying up quietly up there.
There's a bird on top of the shuttle going for a ride. Mars Rover Vehicle Navigator. Those are some cool tires.
Get those airless tires for our cars. What?
You're right.
I can remember being inspired, like most young children, by TV heroes.
I was inspired, of course, by science fiction.
I think we all have popular heroes, movie stars that move us emotionally or make us feel heroic. But I think I am who I am today because of my father.
My father was a hero of mine.
Because he protects me when my brother tries to beat me up. A hero is someone I respect, like my mom. My hero is my mom, and she inspired me to be a good person. My hero is Shirley Temple. I think my hero is Winston Churchill. My hero is Dr. Jane Goodall.
Elon Musk, take it away.
My greatest hero was my maternal grandfather.
Another old desire of all pilots, when you walk up to the airplane, you always kick the tires just to be sure they're not flat. This particular rocket I was never going to see again, so I just stopped as I approached it, looked up into the glare of the spotlights, and took a look at the rocket. Sort of another way of kicking the tires, so to speak.
Rendezvous, docking, and operating combined spacecraft was a key element of the Apollo strategy. We want to prove that ability on Gemini 8.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Our orbit was primarily over ocean areas, out of range of flight controllers and tracking stations. We were on our own.
Exploration of space knows no bounds, and that the pursuit of knowledge and discovery unites us all. We celebrate these trailblazers, the pioneers, each one of them heroes whose journeys inspire us, challenge our limitations, and believe
So what is a trailblazer? A trailblazer is someone who's gone down a path that someone has not gone down before.
John Harrington, an astronaut whose extraordinary journey was kindled by the vision of a fictional universe and a steadfast determination to return the stars. John Harrington's odyssey began as he gazed upon the screen, captivated by the interstellar adventures of Star Trek, inspired by the show's intrepid explorers and their quest for the unknown. He felt a fervent desire to chart his own course among the stars.
When I came to NASA, I didn't realize that I was the first member of a federally recognized tribe to be a member of the astronaut corps. And I found myself in a position where, no one had been before.
As a mission specialist on ST.
Commercial flight off through the Dallas to join the Navy on the naval aviation. The first flight in the air science was the day I went to West Point for this trip. But I never got to sit in
Assorted Buck Rogers toy pistols.
Doing smalls and spans. I knew that afternoon that I was going to be fine.
I remember when it was over.
It wasn't too long after that my wife I was fascinated by all of that. Later in my life, I explore the natural world, but I also technology.
Lionel Trains.
For learning math and science.
I also became very interested in science very young. Things that were exploratory type scientific things. Space, of course, was fascinating.
I became interested in space because of the stars.
Yeah. That person was asking about my camera. That's cool.
Here's an instruction manual on the systems, and that's all you need to know. So take that with you and go fly the airplane, and that's what you do.
Because when you're testing airplanes, you're doing the same job you're doing.
Communications, the astronauts should have all the information.
First time in that aircraft carrier. So you're flying, on speed, you're working the boat speed a little bit, and when you touch down, immediately add full power, get your little catches, which mine did. Then all of a sudden you're stopped, and when you stop, you throw forward in your seat and pull the throttle back. My knees are shaking because all the adrenaline pumping. But down inside of you.
Touch screens over here.
First man spacecraft in the United States. And what you're looking at is called an umbilical plane. It's the last thing that unplugged itself from the spacecraft as we lifted off the launching pad. The reason there were so many little holes in there is because through this umbilical plug, back to the blockhouse, tremendous hundreds of bits of information were transmitted so that the blockhouse knew exactly what was going on inside the spacecraft before we lifted off. Looking at now is
Eugene.
and you see out there the grip benches that I had to learn to get the Eagle Scout.
I actually started that's one of my Boy Scouts is a good set. Maybe I started my trip to the moon right there in Boy Scouts.
The Scout program, I think, gives one a sense of discipline, adds to that. Also, a lot of teamwork involved. You got things to do in the scouting program. It's also a lot of fun. Be prepared. Leadership. Teamwork. All of these things I have learned
early in the scouting program.
Gemini 9A. USA, or the NASA Hall of Fame. It's the rocket garden again.
I think when I get home, I'm gonna throw on The Martian.
What?
The Martian, that movie.
Oh, I love that movie. Space World's NASA shop largest. That's what it says, right? Oh, this is the Fraggle Rock merch. This is that show you were asking about.
Yeah. I saw the mascots over there.
Oh, they were over there? Fraggle Rock.
There's like more clothes all in here too, because this is where I found the other stuff.
See if there's anything that catches my eye, you know.
Yeah. Maybe they have more shot glasses. As I say that, they're right here.
Guys, just make up a number.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's pretty cool, actually.
Wait. That's gonna go.
Like this shot glass. $12.99. I need my space. Oh, that's a big one. Some books. Do I need this? Alright, I bought the astronaut foot shot glass. Also earlier in the video I got the Artemis shot glass, the Artemis pin, and the Artemis hat. We're gonna call it there. So like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you for the next adventure. Bye!